Good afternoon, everybody. The senior mate sergeant up there was mouthing some words to me, and I'm not proficient in lip reading. So what he said was, in the event of an emergency, the emergency exits are the way you come in, go that way, and don't panic or rush. Welcome to the SOS Global Night Crime and Antisocial Behaviour Awareness Conference, which I'm sure you will find interesting and very informative, especially as it concerns our society here in the Southwest. This project has been undertaken by SOS Global over the past years with the support of the Police and Crime Commissioner's Office and local councillors. They have engaged young people in Exeter and Torbay in an effort to reduce the use of weapons and make our communities a safer place to live in. You will hear more about their journey during this conference and also from experts, victims, young people, and an ex-gang member who, working together, created a hard-hitting early intervention educational package that will move people away from the detrimental aspects of violent behaviour. I have great pleasure in introducing to you now Dawn Dines, the Chief Executive Officer of SOS Global and the founder member, who has led our team throughout this project. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much.
This is the bit I've been dreading, everybody. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. SOS Global are proud to host the second Knife Crime Awareness Conference in the Southwest. We are delighted to have been supported by the Police and Crime Commissioner's Office to provide outreach, interactive workshops to young people on the effects of knife and gang-related crimes. What we have found has changed how we work, how we understand young people's needs, and this is the inspiration behind today's conference. We are based at the Innovation Centre at the University of Exeter, and for the past 5 years we've been delivering workshops to young people across the Southwest. Our most recent work with young people in the Southwest is in the areas of teenage pregnancy, drug and alcohol awareness, and cyberbullying. And that has raised the issue of young people carrying knives in the West Country. We have designed user-led workshops that young people can easily understand and place within their own lifestyles. The only way to achieve this was to start with what we thought would influence and then build on their needs, views, and aspirations, generating a system that was powerful enough to influence even the most cynical of students. Whilst liaising with Greater Manchester and the Metropolitan Police, who are working on similar projects, we have built lasting relationships to share best practice and to learn from like-minded people like myself how to change this cycle. Factual evidence, hard-hitting effectiveness, and an understanding of young people are crucial. Our project shows the outcome when knife crime occurs, and also the actions that directly affect family, friends, associates, and whole communities. This week, being the 6th anniversary of the Ben Kinsella murder, reminds us of the long-term effects of such a crime and how it behaves like a virus within our community long after the initial act. His sister Brooke, in a recent report commissioned by the Home Office, recommended that more anti-knife crime projects should go into schools and for anti-knife crime programmes to be taught in schools. This is what we at SOS Global, with the support of our communities, intend to do. Overall, SOS Global have delivered AQA accredited workshops to over 500 young people in secondary schools across the region. Through anonymous questionnaires, we've gathered some rather concerning results. A clear example of this being when students were asked did they carry a knife, 16.3% said they did, and alarmingly, 31% of students knew someone that carried a knife on a regular basis. This has indicated that potentially 1 in 5 young people on the streets could be armed. Why are young people carrying knives? Why do they feel the need to carry weapons? How did we get into this situation? What we found on a local level from the young people is that they are carrying knives for protection, not the intention to use them, only because they know that other young people are armed. We need to change that thought process. This needs to be done through early intervention. At SOS Global, we work on a 5-tiered approach. We deliver input from experts, victims and witnesses to complement the packages. We invite and adopt beneficiary-fed feedback during the monitoring process. We unite service providers, educators and the criminal justice system to work together. And we encourage beneficiaries to cascade the information in hard-to-reach areas. Providing pathways to trusted adults and safe access to support. When SOS Global first got funded for this project, I had people saying to me, "Dawn, why are you doing this in Devon? This doesn't happen here." And we've heard recently reports on stabbings in Tiverton, Exeter, Torbay. Plymouth nightclub security staff are now using metal detector wands, arches, and even the new tool, which is a palm detector. So sadly, this is a real issue in the southwest. We are fortunate that the problem isn't as bad as in London, Birmingham and Manchester, and through early intervention, we plan to keep it that way. Simple and effective tips and tools. By showing young people what happens in real life, it's not like it is when you watch on the films. If they get into trouble, we explain how much solicitors' fees cost, not being able to get a job for a CRB check, not being able to travel to America in the future with your family if you have a criminal record. Real-life consequences are what the young people appreciate. We have results from the Home Office website that state that 50% of all murders in the UK are committed with a knife, in comparison to 12% involving a firearm. I would now like to welcome Judge Nelligan, who has recently retired after 35 years in service, to explain the sentencing criteria involved in knife crime.